Oh, fuck yeah, Bernie. Give me that.
It appears that Joe Biden is on his way to win the electoral votes of Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada
Good shit.
and
Tell us
become
what to
our
do,
next
Bernie.
president. He is also winning the popular vote by over 4 million votes, a number which will likely go over 5 million when all the votes are counted. As I've said many times, this election was not just about Joe Biden versus Donald Trump and what their views on the issues were. This election went much, much deeper than that. It was an election about whether we end pathological lying in the White House and retain democracy and the rule of law in our country. And thank God, it appears that we have done that. In the days and weeks to come, I am sure that everyone in the world is going to be taking credit for Biden's apparent victory. And the media and the pundits will have their views as well. But let me just say this. I want to take this opportunity to thank progressive grassroots organizations all across this country for their extraordinary efforts in helping to make this victory possible. You made the phone calls, you texted, you registered voters, you did virtual rallies, you distributed literature, and you knocked on doors when possible. Knowing the importance, the extraordinary importance of this election, you did everything that you could and more.
Oh, God. I feel so fucking bad. I just want him back, dude. Just want him fucking back, dude. It feels so fucking bad, man. God damn it. I want him back.
Together, you built widespread support for Biden among young people, people of color, and the working class of our country. In my view, Biden's success would not have been possible without your extraordinary efforts. And I just want to thank you very much for the incredible hard work that you did. And one of the areas, by the way, where the progressive movement had real success was getting more and more young people into the voting booths and into the political process. The latest estimates that I have seen show that over 53% of young people ages 18 to 29 voted, which not only eclipses 2016's turnout rate, but would be the highest youth turnout rate in American history. And by the way, those young people voted overwhelmingly for Joe Biden and other Democrats. But tonight, as we celebrate our apparent election victory, we understand that our struggle is not over. It has just begun. We have accomplished much, but much more needs to be done. Now, not only do we have to win the 2 Senate runoff elections in Georgia coming up in January so that we can have Democratic control.
Bro, this dude literally, like, he's done more than so many blue checkmark libs that just all they do is just fucking promote K-Hive, eat hot chip, and lie on the timeline and like screech endlessly. Like, he's out there. He's campaigned nonstop for Joe Biden. Like, he's campaigned nonstop for Joe Biden. He campaigned nonstop for fucking Hillary Clinton. Like, and even after, he's still talking about like marginal wins in the Senate that will actually lead to some big outcomes. Like, the Georgia race is going to be key. That runoff is going to be devastating, dude. That runoff, I think, sets the tone for the Democratic Party in the next 4 years. Like, do they cave to the reactionary, garbage, right-wing, agitative propaganda and like say, no, we're distancing ourselves from socialism. We hate that. Or do they say, look, this is a gridlock Senate pushed for by Mitch McConnell. If you want shit done, Republicans are stopping you from doing it. That's why we need this fucking majority, bitch. Take down Loeffler and take down Perdue so that we can give you coverage, like ACA coverage. We can give you more than that. We can give you the fucking public option. We can give you amnesty to DACA recipients, and even more than that on top of that. Like, or the next 4 years are going to be gridlock, Mitch McConnell obstructions left and right as they talk about like balancing the budget, and I'm just going to fucking die. Okay, I'm going to wither away and die as I scream from the fucking rooftops about how like we should be doing more.
Over the Senate. But we're going to have to do everything humanly possible to make sure that Congress and the new president move rapidly and aggressively to address the enormous crises facing our country. In the next several weeks, I will present to the Senate an agenda that I would like to see passed in the first 100 days of the new Congress. This is an agenda that, among many other proposals, will include a strong COVID-19 relief package that protects the unemployed and small businesses. It is an agenda that will end starvation wages in America, make it easier for workers to join unions, and provide equal pay for equal work. It is a people's agenda that will create millions of good-paying jobs as we rebuild our crumbling infrastructure. It is an agenda that makes healthcare as a human right as we move toward a Medicare for all single-payer program, and an agenda that substantially lowers the outrageously high cost of prescription drugs in this country. It is an agenda that will make possible for all working-class young people to gain a college education without going into debt. And it will radically improve our dysfunctional child care system. It is an agenda that will create millions of good jobs as we lead the world in combating climate change and transforming our energy system away from fossil fuel into energy efficiency and sustainable energy. It is an agenda that will finally demand that the wealthiest people and largest corporations in America start paying their fair share of taxes. It is an agenda that will take on the systemic racism that prevails throughout our country, as well as our broken and racist criminal justice system. It is an agenda that will lead to comprehensive immigration reform and a path toward citizenship for the undocumented. There is an enormous amount of work that must be done. And as we go forward, I look forward to working with all of you. So once again, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate everyone who played a role in making this enormously important victory possible. Thank you for all that you have done. Let's go forward together.
Man, I fucking love this dude. How do you not love him?